Hi, this is Michael Chanik, otherwise known as the Mother Goose, and you're listening to Out Cincinnati on Radio Artifact.
I'm speaking to Jon Noworyta on Out Cincinnati. He is the conductor, music director of the Queen City Freedom Band, assistant professor at the University of Indianapolis, assistant conductor of the Cincinnati Chamber Orchestra, and director of the Cincinnati Brass Band. Thanks for being on Out Cincinnati.
Thanks, Chris. You make me sound like a pretty busy guy.
Well, I'm like, how do I put all those on there? And yeah, I don't know, you're in between Indianapolis and Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, I live in Indianapolis, and I'm in Cincinnati 2 times a week usually. When the chamber orchestra is in season, I'm in a little more often. And if there's, obviously with concerts and so on, that'll give me another day in Cincinnati as well.
And we, with everything you're doing, is the Queen City Freedom Band kind of the newest thing you're involved with? And what is that for folks who don't know?
Actually, it's not. I started working with the chamber orchestra, the brass band, and we relaunched the Queen City Freedom Band all in the same year, and that was about 3 years ago. The newest thing is moving to Indianapolis and taking over as the director of instrumental studies here at UIndy. But the Freedom Band has been around for a number of years in several different iterations. There was another concert band. There was the Queen City Rainbow Band for a little while. There was a marching band for a little bit, and so on. And about 3 years ago, my friend Russ Zakaitis approached me about starting a queer band in Cincinnati, and he did all the legwork after I had told him that I knew of one that already existed, but it had folded at that time for a number of reasons, and we decided to do some legwork, and actually Russ did most of the work. And after about a year of planning or so, we relaunched the band, and it has been really a nice group to work with, and a great success in my opinion. And
so what's special about all walks of life of the band, right? As far as who can join, what can folks expect to see, what's kind of the mission? I guess all of that.
Well, the mission of the group really is to give a safe space to people who identify as a member of the queer community. And not only that, but to reinforce the fact that we are all inclusive. You don't have to be a member of the queer community. You can be an ally, a person who's, we have several mothers who have queer children that are in there and are just enjoying playing their instrument and so on, and are just completely supporting our community through music. And that's really what the band is about, supporting our community through music, because music is that one thing that really makes everyone happy. It's pretty universal, and people can identify with each other through great music.
So this concert on November 3rd coming up soon is at the Taft's Brewporium.
Yes.
I've never been in there, but I've seen pictures, and it looks like a great place. What are you going to be playing, and how can folks get tickets?
Well, there are no tickets. We do a goodwill offering at the door for people who want to donate to the group. We operate solely on donations right now. We're working towards becoming a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. But this concert right now is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pride and the Stonewall riot and rebellion from 1969. And I was really lucky. I got to be at Stonewall this year on the day of the 50th anniversary, and I got to be in the World Pride Parade, and I marched in the parade this year, which was really super. And it was an incredible experience. But when we decided to do a concert in honor of that, I started thinking about, what else turns 50 this year? Well, Woodstock turns 50.
Right.
The Beatles' Abbey Road album turns 50. 50 years ago, Duke Ellington received the Kennedy Center honors. So we are not just talking about 50 years of pride through a performance of a piece called City Trees, written by composer Michael Markowski for the Lesbian Gay Band Association to celebrate everything about the LGBTQ community. But we're also doing pieces that celebrate those other things. Like I said, Woodstock, the Beatles, Duke Ellington, and we're also putting a few pieces on the program that are 50 years old too.
And were you in the room? You said you were in New York for World Pride, and were you Were you at the Carnegie Hall when they did that piece that was commissioned?
I was not there that day. I actually got to town the next day.
Oh, okay. So I'm just because I was connecting
the choral piece.
Yeah, I was connecting the dots with when we had the men's chorus president and artistic director on the show, and how they did something for Stonewall, and to see it continue is cool. It was
I got to town the next day, and I heard it was a really, really special performance.
Yeah, that was their Pride concert this past summer. So this one is in the afternoon there at the Taft's Brewporium on the 3rd at 3 p.m. and then there's a community offering, and it sounds like a full afternoon if you want to make it that. Now, I play a little clarinet. Could I join the band? I mean, how do you get involved, whether you're a musician or not?
Yeah, well, I hope now that you've told me this, Chris, we'll be coming after you there. The group is open to musicians of all talent levels and ability levels. Oftentimes people will say to us, I haven't played my horn in so many years, I'm not good enough. No. We will accept you for who you are and where you are with your instrument. You can follow the group on Facebook. The QCFB or Queen City Freedom Band has its own page. If you follow that, there's information in there of how to contact us. And if not, you can just contact me on Facebook, and we will get you information about how to be a part of our organization.
And isn't it? It's queencityfreedomband@gmail.com is the email, right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay,
I'm not in charge of the email. Our general manager does that. So Jeffrey Martin would get in touch with you through that email.
Okay, cool. It sounds like I always have said since high school that I wanted to get out playing again, because I need to find a group to play with. So it's really important to support a group like yours, the Queen City Freedom Band, and we'll post everything at OUTcincinnati.com. Thank you so much, John, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate your support of our group. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.